Well, you know, there's certainly a place for government coming in to regulate different kinds of things, and there's a place where they shouldn't go. And oftentimes government has crossed the line and they've regulated areas of our lives that they shouldn't be regulating. And government has grown way beyond the original intent of the founders. And ultimately, when government grows, our liberty ultimately recedes. But when we look at, for example, marijuana, a lot of times people look at that and says, well, it doesn't really harm anybody. But marijuana does have harmful effects. But it not only harms individuals, or can harm individuals, but it also harms those individuals with whom they associate with. And I think the government does have a role to legislate for what's called the common good. And the common good is ultimately looking out after these transcendent values of life and liberty and family, and ultimately legislating for the common good within that community. Obviously, the government has gone way beyond its authority in legislating for the common good in most situations that we now find ourselves, far beyond with too many regulations that government has no business dealing with. But I think with respect to marijuana, I think it is the role of the government to ultimately legislate for the common good, and I think that falls under that category.